Hi guys, welcome or welcome back. Today we're going to go through your December challenge entries and pick a winner. Let me put this on a tripod. In terms of the December challenge entries, what I asked for was for you guys to send me actual raw files. So I wanted to see the kind of straight out of camera file and be able to assess those. So without further ado, I'm going to jump over onto the Mac and go through our entries. Okie dokie guys, these are the entries. They're really, really good. This is going to be so freaking hard. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to just leave them all on Adobe Portrait because I think that's the best case scenario. We're going to go through first pass and turn on our clipping. Anything where there is major highlight clipping, we are going to remove. Obviously they're raw files, so you can bring that down, but we need to be brutal. So first things first pass, we're going to look at exposure and we're going to look at sharpness because that is vital. So we're on a 5K screen here, so let's go ahead and zoom in to 200% and go through our pictures. We're looking for eyes being the sharpest point of the image. Okay, so on this one, the focus has missed. So the focus isn't on the eyes, it's just behind the eyes. So this one is unfortunately gonna have to go. This one, the focus is really good considering the ISO was at 5000. So I think this is really well done. We've got no blown highlights, which is awesome in a dog with white on. And the black shadows are in all of the holes. So not bothered about that. It's a good shot there. This one is beautiful. I love this photo. This is a beautiful raw file. Amazing that they've managed to control the highlights in this shot because it is so bright, a beautiful focus, awesome work. This is a great raw file. It's going to be tricky to edit, but I have no doubt that you will smash this, whoever's photograph it is. The focus is great. It's slightly backwards, but if this was a client shoot, I personally would keep this and work on it. So I'm not going to remove it for that. Sadly, we do have the top of the bench taken out, but I'm leaving it for now because highlight, shadows, and focus is okay. This is a lovely shot, but the focus looks like it's just slightly front focusing a little bit because the nose hairs here are sharper than the eyebrow hairs and the eye over here. So unfortunately, although it's absolutely freaking adorable, I'm gonna have to take it out. The focus on that is bang on. Always super tough with a black dog. I think you've done really well. This is a freaking adorable dog, great leash, I like that, easy to take out, awesome. Focus is slightly soft. Could be camera shake. Could be that the dog rotated its head super fast around because actually there are sharp elements in the image. Slightly soft, but it is absolutely workable. You can keep it in, but keeping it in mind. The nose is the sharpest point of this image, not the eyes. So just really make sure that it's the eyes and not the nose. Great to have the nose in focus as well, especially for competition images and for awards and for qualifications. But when we're working with dogs, obviously guys, most important thing is to have the eyes in focus. By the way, love the sock thief and will sit for snacks. It's a really well shot studio raw. This one, we're at 1.4. At 105 mils, so gonna struggle in this one. Beautiful composition, by the way, location, exposure, everything is absolutely freaking perfect. But the sharpest point of the dog is this chin area, which makes me think that the whiskers are the sharpest point and they're the focal plane because actually there is softness from about here backwards. It's only just, yes, you could save it, but it's slightly more than the others that I've left through, so I'm gonna have to take it out. I'm really sorry because I love this. I love it. On this one, again, the nose is the sharpest point, but I love this shot. I'm not quite sure where the focal point is in this image. It's tough, it's 1600 ISO, so you could have saved a stop and dropped that ISO down by a fair amount to still be able to retain some of the detail there. It's not clear where the focal point is, as in where the focus point, where the focal plane is. Lovely focus. Focus is okay on this one, absolutely passable for an action shot. I'd be absolutely fine with that, no problem at all. Settings wise, all right, could have saved the stop, I would say, by slightly underexposing, because you've got all of those highlights that you're going to bring down anyway, so why not go slightly under and then raise it back up. I need to stop making adjustments to these. Stop it, Jessica. Okay, this is a JPEG, so it's very, very hard to judge because actually it's not very big. This file is, it's about 1600 pixels wide. It's not big enough for me to be able to judge, unfortunately. I can't zoom into, 100% on this, so I'm gonna have to remove it. Focus is fine. Focus is slightly backwards, but it's on the eyebrows enough that you can pull this through. Great focus. That is good focus. Awesome. Awesome. What a beautiful dog. Focus is fine, focus is perfect. This is beautiful. Whose photo is this? Can I edit it? It's nice. I like it a lot. Exposure is fine. You've protected the highlights. You've got snow. Awesome, awesome work. Perfect focus, perfect exposure, good control of the highlights, perfect focus. Awesome. This is beautiful. Perfect focus, great exposure. I think it's pretty good focus. It's hard to tell. The focus is fine, workable. It's a little tricky. Exposure is also fine. You're protecting highlights because of snow, not a problem. Oh, this is lovely. Good focus, nice, beautiful rim light coming over the top of the hair there. So this is what we mean when we say rim light, separation from the background there. Yes, you do have these bokeh spots, but they've gone. So absolutely fine. Beautiful shot. Can I also edit this one? Beautiful focus, beautiful exposure. Wow, what a stunning dog. Belgian Shepherd. Beautiful focus, beautiful catch lights in both eyes. 10 out of 10. Beautiful, good focus, good exposure, good composition. Oh, getting ahead of ourselves now. Okay, this is a really tricky shot to do right because you've got super bright sky, you've got shade, you've got all sorts going on, and you've nailed it. Okay, high ISO here, 4000, that's why we're losing a lot of the detail, but I can see super sharp claw here. Claw here is sharper than the collar here. I would guesstimate it's slightly soft. Yeah. Slightly soft. Awesome focus for an action shot. Beautiful, perfect focus. Awesome focus. Okay, this one, the dog's eyes are out of focus, so the focus plane is here on the ground. Just be aware of that. Beautiful focus. Brilliant control of the exposure there. Awesome. Look at that line. No blown highlights. Just mad. Love it. Another snow shot. You guys are so lucky. Unfortunately, nose is sharper than the eyes, so unfortunately this one is a go. Focus is slightly back, it's slightly back focused. Just check your lens to make sure that this isn't a thing that repeats, because you might have back focusing issues. If you've not watched it, by the way, go ahead and watch the 11 reasons why your photographs might be blurry, because this one looks like it's slightly on the back there, but awesome other than that. The eyes are a little bit too soft for me personally. This, congratulations if you have made it through to the initial shortlist. Now I have to go through and be mean, and I'm looking at basically the quality of the raw file in terms of the image and how easy it is to edit. So let's go through, look at composition, look at the flexibility that the image has for editing, and things like depth of field, bokeh, all sorts of other things, and then we will come back with a shorter shortlist. I would have loved some more of this bottom bit. So hard. The problem with using images where you've got perfect fit harnesses in, or there are other brand of harnesses available, but these big chunky harnesses is that realistically you can't remove them without it making a mess, and therefore the final edit of this image wouldn't be as good as it would have been had the harness not have been on, and therefore that comes into image preparation, which would fall into raw file remit, and therefore I have to be mean, and I'm sorry. The composition on this one could have been improved by leaving the space to this side. If composition is something that you may struggle with, everybody, go ahead and watch the composition tips for pet photography, which can be super helpful. Composition on this one, again, it really would have been better if you'd have had the dog's head around this area and a little bit less space above, a bit more below, would have made it a lot more balanced. If you'd have got down lower, this image would have been a lot more impactful in terms of the dog. Yes, you might have lost that eye being visible, but if whatever is holding the dog's attention could have been slightly lower, you would have also retained both eyes in shot. And therefore I'm going to be mean, I'm really sorry. I would have loved this if there was a lot more space to this side. Not saying that you can't do that afterwards in post, but I would have loved a little bit more scale in this shot. I'm gonna leave it in for now. Oh my God, there's still so many. Damn, this is gonna be hard. Okay, this is where we're at now, raw files. Shortlist. Okay, so in terms of what we've got left, I need to just basically pick a 3. I wanna pick my top 3. All of these are amazing. All of these I would like to edit. All of these I would have been happy to take. All of them are brilliant, but there can only be one winner. And the winner for today's raw file is going to be this one. Second place is this one, because that is pretty much damn perfect straight out of camera, which is awesome. I just love the snow, I love the composition, I love the fact you've got the grass in both sides, you've got good separation, you've got catch lights in both eyes. Oops, didn't mean to flick onto the next one there. This one is absolutely awesome. This is just beautiful. I just think it looks edited already, absolutely perfect. So we've got gold, silver, and we need a bronze, but man, all of them are bronze. Jesus. That's great. Oh gosh, this is so hard. I love that. I want to edit that and I want to edit this. But raw files. This one, exposure, composition, space around the subject, focus, and not having, distracting background immediately behind the dog. This one is bronze. Okay, let's go and find winner number 1. Person who took this picture is Rebecca. Is it Dube? I don't know, do I pronounce the E or is it Dube or is it, tell me how to pronounce this. Rebecca, awesome. Okay, number 2. Kim Dubois, again, please tell me if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Awesome work, congratulations. Congratulations on getting second place, and let's go find number 3. Robin McConnell, congratulations for placing in this month's challenge. So congratulations guys, I'm gonna tell you exactly what you get in a second, but on top of that, I remember that the winner of this month also wins an Amazon £50 gift card. So remember to basically let me know which country you're from. I'll drop you an email along with when I'm going to give you your other prizes, because everybody who got in the top 3 will get something, and I'll talk about that in a sec. So with that all said and done, guys, I just wanted to say congratulations to the winners of that challenge. There is something slightly different happening. So for 2021, you guys will know, obviously we've switched over to that photography spot, and therefore there's going to be something a little bit different with the challenges. If you win a challenge, you will receive a gold pin, okay? If you come second in a challenge, you will receive a silver pin, and if you come third in a challenge, you will receive a bronze pin. These pins, just to clarify, are not awards. So if you get one, you're not an award-winning photographer or anything like that, but they do show an outstanding level of technical skill. So you can't get a bronze pin unless your image is technically sound. So it has to be technically sound, and you cannot win a silver or a gold pin without there being something a little bit artistically different and artistically interesting about the image. So anybody who wins a bronze to gold pin, it's just nailing it, guys. Nailing it. If you have won a pin, then awesome. Please do let me know, ideally via Instagram direct message, but I will email in this instance everybody who has won one so that I can send you guys over the file. You can pop that over your image and then put that onto the social media or the websites, whichever you would like to do. This challenge was really fun actually, because we saw so many great raw files, and actually I would love to edit some of them. So if you guys think that that would be okay and you entered, please do let me know whether I can edit your image below and pop your name on that correlates with your entry name, and then I will know which ones we have permission for. In terms of the January challenge, we're changing things a little bit for this year because I don't want to just give you guys kind of like the same simple challenges. I want things to be a little bit more creative and a little bit more artistic. So first things first, it does not have to be of a dog. None of this year's challenges are subject specific, which is actually really exciting. So January's challenge, if you choose to accept it, is... Dan, what's January's challenge? So January's challenge is to create an image that portrays an obvious emotion. So this image could be of anything, and what I want to have when I look at that photograph is I want to feel it. Whatever it is, I want to feel it. So it could be joy, it could be excitement, it could be sadness, it could be loss, it could be grief. And I think that really you guys can kind of go a bit mad with this one. I want to be really hit in the feels for this particular challenge. And the entry process for this month is kind of similar to a lot of last year's challenges. So the entry process for this month is to post your image on Instagram. So it's a final image. I don't need to see these straight out of camera, although, you know, it's always nice, but the end image is absolutely fine. I want you to post it on Instagram. I want you to let me know in the description of the image what emotion it's portraying. Okay, you don't have to, but it would be great to have which emotion the image is portraying. And then also I want you to put in there why this emotion means a lot to you. So we can get quite personal in this one, but I think it's really important to use our emotions to fuel our creativity and to fuel our work. So that's why I think this challenge is particularly brilliant, and I really hope that you get involved. So for full entry instructions and exactly what to do to make sure that your entry is counted for the January challenge review, which will obviously go out in February, please do go ahead and look at the link in the description below to the blog post, and that blog post will have this month's winners on it, December's winners on it, and it will also have full entry instructions for how to enter for January's challenge. If you've enjoyed this video, then please do consider to take part, because taking part in challenges like this is actually really great for your growth as a photographer. I did this when I first started, and I personally still enter monthly critiques and monthly videos and monthly kind of awards, challenges and stuff, because I think it really pushes us in different directions that maybe we've not considered before. So I want to see your emotions, guys. I want to see them come out through your images. You can use the last year if you want as inspiration, or you can go and look forward to future and better days, because, you know, why not? I'll see you all again really soon.